Hey, what's going on, everybody? Happy Thursday, and welcome to Unsigned518's Weekend Spotlight. I'm BJ Schwinghammer, and you know what? Andy was here last week, but now it's just me, so you've got me from beginning to end, and we're just going to jump right into it. So, Thursday night, what do we have? We have the Thursday night market at the Shirt Factory, and who better to go over all this with us than our lovely friend, James Mullen. James, tell him what's going on.
Hey BJ, good to hear from you again, man. Like he said, it's James from House of M Entertainment, here to give you a preview of what we're cooking up for this week's edition of the Metroland stage at Rock Hill Bakehouse, one of the 3 stages of live music you can catch every week at the Thursday Night Market and Food Truck Corral at the Shirt Factory here in Glens Falls. This week, we're hosting Sunnyvale, the acoustic duo of Joe Mansman and Rob Burnell of Joe Mansman and the Midnight Revival Band, kicking things off with some acoustic duo covers to set the stage for the 518's premier Killers tribute band, the Baton Killers. You're not going to want to miss this one. It's going to be a whole night full of songs you can belt out with all your friends. Come down, get some awesome food, awesome drinks, enjoy some family-friendly activities, all for free admission. I'll be hanging out at the tent with some copies of Metroland in print. Stop by, say hi, let's have some fun. Back to you, BJ.
All right, James, thanks a lot. You gotta love House of M. They are on it. All right, so that was Thursday. Moving on to Friday. Friday is going to be amazing for a lot of people. It's going to be an amazing show over at Empire Underground. You've got Millington's album release party going on, and Erie and the Snorts are going to be playing as well. It starts at 7 p.m. It's going to be a ton of fun. You'd be actually kind of foolish not to show up for this one because you don't see a lineup this solid that often. So right now we're going to hook you up with one of the new songs off the album, Summer Disease, and the album is Better Safe and Sorry. Summer Disease, everybody.
Yesterday, how did things end up this way? Because I know you're gone. Yeah, you said I'm sorry.
Yeah, I love a good ska song. I love a good ska band. These guys are a lot of fun to listen to. So I'll be doing more of that going forward. And all right, rounding it off, Saturday. Saturday is the day, man. And one of my favorite things to see kicking around is like a punk fest, a punk show kind of thing. That it's like, oh, it's our first season of it, and you hope that it kind of goes forward because there's not enough of that going around either. So on the 19th, we have the Adirondack Punk Slam. Bands are Take Steps, Fugue State, and Schenectavoids. And this actually is happening at the Lazy Bear Ice Cream Place over in Broad Album. I think it's 1154 County Highway 110 in Brown Album. So it might be a little bit of a trip, but certainly worth it for a punk show and a punk fest. So absolutely check that out. With that going on, we are going to listen to a song from Take Steps. This one is called Wide Awake. Let's do it. All right, that was Wide Awake from Take Steps. And now this is always one of the favorites for the Weekend Spotlight. We're going to touch base with everybody at the Our Band show. So without further ado or introduction, take it away, guys.
Thank you, BJ. It's always a pleasure to be back on the Unsigned 518's Weekend Spotlight. I am Christian Ivanko from Our Band show, and today we're bringing you a band right from your area, the Albany 518 area of the Atlas. But before we do that, we're this weekend collaborating with Unsigned 518 again on Our Band show, live in our studio, where Andy is bringing down a spectacular cast of artists from the 518 area to showcase them in the first ever Our Band show Unsigned 518 showcase live on our YouTube channel. Visit ourbandshow.youtube.com or go to www.ourbandshow.com to check out Camtron, 5000, Little Saints, New Monarchy, and Arrow Through Me live on Our Band show. Andy will be there hosting, and the bands will be rocking out. So without further ado, let's dive into this really great interview segment where Jay from Of the Atlas talks about persevering and finding a way to make the dream work despite all odds.
I kept being in these like kind of short-lived bands where people just didn't they were really talented, but they didn't want to do it for more than just fun. And I didn't necessarily think there was a lucrative career involved necessarily, but I just wanted to do it on a more, involved level. Like I just want to do this all the time. It makes me happy. And yeah, I don't know. It's just something you do because you love it.
So you had a hard time in your 20s, and when did you start playing?
I started playing when I was like 12, but
oh wow,
and
okay.
I had a high school band, and we did some things like CBGBs and the Chants and a few other places, but once you get out of high school and real life happens, it's just harder to do this. So I just figured out an alternate way. If I could just keep doing the project, no matter who's busy. A lot of people have, real life stuff going on as well as I do, but, it's an easier way to keep a band going,
For sure. And had you been writing that whole period in between high school and starting of the Atlas in your early 30s?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. But you just never had a concrete group of guys to share that music with?
Yeah, it was, I think I started this band when I was 29. And so it was like, you're already in adult world, you're already like kind of going through a bunch of jobs that you don't like everybody else. And you just figured, well, might as well do what you love to do as opposed to just, be another spoke on the wheel kind of thing,
As Jay just said, he didn't want to be another spoke in the wheel, and that's why we chose today's song from Of the Atlas, Demons. We didn't really talk about the meaning, but the cool thing about music, as we all know, is you can make your own meaning from it, and as a fan, truly a fan of the Atlas, I like to think that this song is about having those demons, like Jay said, having to work a job that you don't want to work, but he's found a way to make the band work despite everything you just heard. So while we may have those demons, what are you doing to overcome them? I really feel like even though there is a darker side to this song, it is a song about perseverance. And without further ado, I'm very happy to present to you Demons by Of the Atlas from our band show.
You had to face your demons, and all that time gone. Your spitty words would have no meaning. And I'm not giving in just yet, 'cause it still kills us, so we can do it all again. Living alone, yeah.
All right, thank you very much. Our band show, one of the staples of the 518 music scene. Love them to death. And now it is time for our hot singles. TJ Foster puts that together himself and puts the list out on Metroland Now. So outside of this and what we're going to play, always check that out. It's always a great way to find a band that you love playing somewhere or find something new to listen to, and isn't that kind of the point of all of this? So right now, for our hot single, we're going to do Loner from the Sugarhold, and I love those guys. They're good friends of mine. They're incredible people. So let's have a listen, and let's get blown away by another one of their songs. All right, once again, that was Loner by the Sugarhold, the one and only Sugarhold. And that's it right now, everybody. For that song and everything else going on, go to themetroland.com. There is so much stuffed into that site. It is a treasure trove of goings-on in the 518 area. Well, that's it for this weekend. Thank you so much for listening. I really appreciate it. I feel a lot more confident this time. I don't know if you noticed last week I was kind of like about the whole thing, and that guy's gone. That guy's dead for now. So enjoy your weekend, listen to some good music, and as usual, you stay cool, 518.
I'm calling shotgun. Where's the party tonight? Let's take a ride with Swing Hammer driving. It's the weekend spotlight. Get ready.
The Weekend Spotlight is a production of Unsigned518 and part of the Metroland Now network of podcasts. Unsigned518's Weekend Spotlight is produced by Andy Scullen and hosted by BJ Schwinghammer. Look for new episodes every week at themetroland.com and everywhere you stream podcasts.